I'm interviewing.
Brook.
Okay, welcome to the show. Welcome to the awesome Sauce Lizzie podcast. Wisdom Project, AP Lang, all that jazz. When you think of it in general, do you picture wisdom coming from the mind or the soul?
I think that wisdom comes more from the soul because wisdom comes from your lived experiences rather than things you've learned, like facts-wise and stuff. And I think that has more of a connection to your soul, and you can be wise without knowing a lot of things, like facts-wise, because it comes from your experience. Like, you could have like a second grade level education, but you can be wise because you've had to like fend for your life on the streets. So
yeah. Do you view yourself as an optimist or a pessimist? And do you think there's any correlation to either of those to being wise? Like, if your outlook on life is pretty good, like, you're wiser. If your outlook on life is like more negative, you're wiser, like so on and so forth.
I think of myself, I'm more of a realist, but probably leaning optimistic because the world's kind of not good. So I try and be like happy and think everything's gonna be okay just for like everyone else's sake.
Yeah.
And I don't really think that there's a correlation between if you're an optimistic or pessimistic person and your wisdom, because that's something that's also shaped a lot by your lived experiences. So if you've had a pretty bad life and you're like pretty pessimistic, you're so wise with the experiences you gained.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in my book, my author Kyle Cease, he says a lot of things that are like, when it has to do with mindset, it all has to, like, your life really revolves around your mindset, because like your life is controlled by your brain. Like, your mind is your soul is overshadowed by your mind, truly. So when it comes to like outlook on life, it really just determines like your paths and stuff and your possibilities and like how you determine your realm of possibilities and all that. So
that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah, I also agree with the like experiences thing. Like, wisdom is based off of experiences, because like intelligence is a different thing. And like, we kind of correlate like wisdom, intelligence to be the same thing, I think, but they're totally not.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not. I think that's because like society is just a bunch of brains mashing together, right? And like we all kind of see success as like intelligence rather than like what you feel, I guess.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Makes sense.
And, you know, I said earlier, like, minds kind of take over instead of our souls, so there's that. What are your addictions?
Screen time.
Yeah.
On that grind set.
Yep.
Making money.
Making money?
Getting girls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But no, screen time, definitely.
Instagram Reels.
Yeah, I can relate to that one.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Yeah, addictions kind of stem from fear and all that. And what are your roadblocks? This is also like the sort of same thing.
I have really bad ADHD, and that blocks me a lot from focusing on locking in and stuff. So I think that's like my main roadblock in life, is not being able to focus.
Yeah.
And I think if I could just lock in, like go into super focus mode, I could be president, you know, but it's locking in that really, like, not being able to focus, and not having enough stimulation when I'm trying to focus that I get bored, so I unlock in. It's like a cycle, and that's my biggest roadblock.
Do you think that you think of it as your biggest roadblock because it totally is one, or it's just like you've kind of fixated on the fact that it is a roadblock?
I don't know. I mean,
do you think it's like a combination? Because like,
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe. I think I definitely need more meds, though. Like, my current dose of meds is not enough.
Okay.
My doctor about that.
Yeah.
So maybe once, I don't know if it's like the mindset of like I can't lock in, I can't focus, or it's like psychologically I literally can't. My brain isn't allowing me to. So we'll see.
We'll see.
Si
We'll see.
possible, si
We'll see.
possible.
Okay. What did you just say?
Si possible.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think identity is a fixed thing, or do you think it kind of like flows back and forth? Like identity, like seeing yourself.
Oh, it 100% changes. 100%. Like, even throughout high school, it's like you change who you are and how you want people to see you. So your identity is never set in stone. I mean, there's some things that's like race, where it's like, yeah. But like, what kind of like, if you see yourself as a nerd or a jock or like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
100% changes. Like,
yeah.
Even from day to day, like how you see yourself and how other people see you changes.
Yeah. What are your fears?
Fees.
Oh, okay.
But like,
I'm writing that down
to get
right
more
now.
deep, I guess just like losing my loved ones and them dying, and that scares me a lot, and I think about it a lot.
Yeah.
And just like losing the memories attached to them, and just not being able to be with them and create new memories with them scares me a lot. But also bees.
That was a Debbie Downer question. I'm sorry. I know I said I was a optimist earlier, but okay. Where are my questions? Okay. Do you think it's wisest to listen to your mind or your soul?
I don't know. Listen to your mind or your soul. I think that your mind gets you in some pretty tricky situations, and your soul can get you out of them.
That was really insightful.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. I hope Erica Stuff likes this.
Yeah, thank you for listening, Erica Stuff. Like, okay, so when I was reading this book, the whole book is all about, like, facing fears, all that jazz. And he brought up this thing that was, like, so whenever you're faced with, like, a problem, or, like a situation, where was it now? Let me take a little look here. He mentioned something about, like, when you say, like, deep down I know, like, this is the right way, but the deep down part is really, like, what you initially feel. Like, we kind of block that part of ourselves out because our minds kind of take control over our bodies, really. But, like, instead of our souls kind of leading the way. Like, when you know you should do something, like, based off of your heart, but your mind is telling you otherwise, and you just can't take the leap and all that. So, yeah, that was brought up. Yeah, I thought that was just really interesting that he brought that up, that, like, we kind of overshadow our mind when we think about, like, when we say deep down, we know that there's a part of ourselves that's, like, I really think this, truly, but I can't say it because of so on and so forth.
And
like,
to even ask the question, like, deep down I know this, you have to be aware that you do know it.
Yeah.
And, like, that deep down, that is... Again, deep down, that's the truth. And then there's the part of your brain, maybe the more rational part of your brain, or the feared part of the brain that's fearful, blocking that thought.
Yeah, and the rational part of your brain is really just, it, like, limits everything, like, because your brain kind of, your brain is, like, control of all your identity and all the stuff like that, but in your soul, you do know things, too. And, what am I trying to say here? Keep losing my train of thought. Like, you just know, like, your brain overshadows what you think your realm of possibilities are. Like, what you think your possibilities are, but it's really, like, you have a whole realm of possibilities. Instead of just, like, I can do this and I can do that. Like, we really base our identity off of, like, what we've done in the past instead of, like, what we could do. Like, I could sit here and be like, oh, well, I'm an Irish dancer. Like, that's based off my identity, right? But, like, I could be a figure skater. But, like, we don't think about that. Skater? We don't think about what?
Would you be a good figure skater? You'd probably fall on your face. I'm sorry,
unkind.
that was mean.
I'm starting to think that you're actually a pessimist.
No, I'm just a hater.
You're just a hater. Wow. Anyways, when you think of a memory, where do you feel it? Like, a good memory. Or, like, it could be any memory. Like, imagine, like, you're at a funeral. Where do you feel it?
My heart.
Okay.
My soul.
Yeah. You're on the beach with your girlfriend.
I've never been to the beach with my girlfriend.
Imagine you are. Where do you feel that?
My soul.
Yep. It's not your mind, guys. It's not your mind.
Whoa.
Yeah, but, like, we still let our minds, like, kind of control us.
Whoa.
And, like, I get the rationality part and all that, but, like, just, like, in the end, when you think about, like, your soul letting you control your lives, you're always going to think, like, oh my god, what if I get myself into a situation just listening to, like, what my calling is. But there's always, like, a way out. And I know that's, like, the optimistic view on things, but life is like a Chinese finger trap. If you got yourself stuck in it, you can get out, guys. Trust me.
Trust.
And, like, yeah, there's that. Okay. Have you ever been in the groove before?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Name a few times you've been in the groove.
When I was writing on my college essay, I'm like, I'm locked in. I'm in the groove. I'm getting this done. Boom, knocked it out. like when I'm able to like focus and really lock in, I'm in the groove. I'm grooving.
Are you ever in the
along.
groove when you're in radio club and you're speaking on the air?
I feel like I'm definitely in the oons kind of groove. I'm grooving.
Okay.
I don't know. We don't lock in during radio club, like at all.
We don't. But
No.
you know what? It's for our souls.
It's for our souls.
It's for our souls.
For our
Chad.
souls.
All right. Okay, if I made you write a list down, I'm not gonna make you write a list because we don't really have too much time right now.
Okay.
If I made you write a list down of things you want to do, and like you don't have to write like things you think of and you want to do, they could be totally impossible. But like you could write down anything you wanted to do. You would feel it in your soul, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you could feel it in your soul. You wouldn't feel it in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because all your worries stem from your mind, right? I mean, obviously they connect to your heart. Like when you're scared, you're
Don't
like,
worry.
I'm so scared. My tummy hurts.
Be
My
happy.
tummy. But like, okay, sing it.
Don't worry.
Okay. So like you would feel that in your soul, right?
Yeah.
Where do you think growth comes from?
I think growth comes from your experiences and how
Yeah.
you become more wise of a person. And
Like same thing
the more
with
you experience
wisdom.
life, the more you grow as a person.
Yeah. Okay. Did this podcast make you think that wisdom stems from the mind or the soul?
It definitely made me think from the soul.
Okay.
I've realized answering these questions, reflecting on everything, I'm like, it's from
Yeah,
the soul, man.
don't say that, don't
from
say
the soul,
that.
man.
Yeah, totally from the soul. Yep. And like wisdom correlates with all the soul and
Yeah.
la. All that jazz.
All right.
Okay, you're free to go, man.
Okay.
Cool, thanks for letting me interview you.
You're welcome.
Shout out to Brook. Hey, we're back with another person. Who is it?
I'm Tim Spring.
What's up, Tim Spring? How's your day going? Crazy.
I'm doing pretty good today.
Okay, that's good. You feel that in your mind or your soul? I'm kidding.
I feel it.
Oh, what?
I just feel it.
You just feel it?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, today we're gonna help you figure out where you're feeling it. Okay. When you think of it in general, do you picture wisdom coming from the mind or the soul?
Probably the soul.
What are your addictions? The screen time?
Yeah, screen time.
Screen time? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as bad as other people that I've seen.
Yeah.
I usually average.
Keep talking.
I
Don't get
usually only have.
distracted.
Well,
Don't get
I say only, but it's still a lot. I usually have like 6 to 7 hours a day on my phone.
That is
I-
rough.
I have seen worse. I have seen worse stuff.
Your addictions, you said it was screen time. Got anything
Screen
else?
time?
Got anything else for me?
Procrastination.
Yes.
That is
Yeah.
a huge problem.
Yeah. What are your roadblocks?
Roadblocks. Again, procrastination.
Yeah.
ADHD.
Yeah.
I'm getting tested for dyslexia and dysgraphia.
Oh wow. I don't even know what that second one is, but okay,
Dysgraphia
cool.
is like where you can't write very well.
Well.
Like handwriting.
Okay.
Stuff.
Okay.
Obviously, that's
So do you think of them as roadblocks? Because are they really roadblocks for you because you're thinking of them as roadblocks, or is it just like because they literally are?
They can be. Sometimes I like say that they are, but they really aren't, just to get out of doing stuff, which is a problem that I have.
That's real. Unfortunately, I mean, I don't have any disabilities or anything like that, but I'll sit there and procrastinate, and I'll be like, I can't do this assignment because I have to have my phone on me because I need to listen to music, and I have to listen to music, and I like can't listen to music and do assignments at the same time some days, and I'll just be like, what are your fears?
Fears. Spiders.
Okay, you can overcome that one.
I've been getting
You
better
can
at that,
overcome
actually.
all of them actually, because nothing truly ties down your soul except for yourself. And like maybe a tsunami, that would be scary too.
That is very scary.
But if you can swim, you have a shot.
I suck at swimming.
You should work on it.
I used to.
Do you think identity is a fixed thing?
No. Because honestly,
Elaborate.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
I've like throughout the day my identity changes because like when I'm around some people I act one way, and when I'm around other people
Mhm.
I act a different way.
Yeah.
And like even like mindset for classes like math, I gotta lock in. Band, I just play.
You don't have to log in as much for band.
No, you don't.
A little. Sometimes when
Especially
it gets to like
when-
6-8 time, you're like, whoa.
6 is so easy. What?
Okay, I'm just coming up with like examples
1,
here.
2,
You know,
3,
my
4,
identity
5,
is that I might have trouble with 6-8 time, but like that's one of my fears. This is actually not one of my fears. 6-8
Counting
time
on
is pretty
offbeats
easy.
is
But like, yeah, counting on offbeats. Like you're gonna get scared. You're sitting there in band. You're like, holy crap! How do I even count this?
And then I confidently play.
And then you
on
confidently
the
play.
wrong spot.
Yeah, but like, the thing is, nobody's gonna remember that in like 5 years. Or like
remember you
in 5
squeaked the
minutes.
other day.
Like yesterday, I was squeaking like crazy. I play baritone saxophone in band. Okay. you
I
didn't-
play trombone.
See, like it's a fear. Like you get freaked out for the moment, but you gotta remember, like, really everyone focuses on themselves more, and it's really just you gotta remember that it's not like your identity that you mess up and whatever. Like some people might look at you and be like, oh, she's stupid or like whatever, but like, does it really matter? Does it really matter? Because like your identity is really just how you see yourself. Like you think of everyone else's identities and like you see people, you know, people see you and perceive you and all that, but like you really have to.
Focus.
In the end, like, you don't know how they feel, and you're not going to feel, like, exactly how they feel about yourself, so you just got to come up with your own mindset for yourself. Do you think it's wisest to listen to your mind or soul, and, like, blah, 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 all that jazz? Like, you're sitting there in band. We're going to talk about band, because we're just geeks like that, right? You're sitting there in band, and you're like, oh, I know I shouldn't play this, because I don't know how to play this, but, like, in your soul, you're like, I can play it. And like, figure it out. Like you know, deep
I thought
down.
You said solo.
Huh?
I thought you said solo, like as in a. Never mind.
No, I didn't say that.
I don't get solo.
Okay, so like you know, like the deep down statement. Like you're gonna sit there and say, "Oh, I
can't
can do this," but deep down I know, like that, like you know, in your soul, like the initial thought that you have when you think of something that's really like that's the real you, but like your rationalization comes in and throws it all off balance. And that's what really screws you up when you do something, right? Because like if you go out of your way to do something and kind of jump into it, I feel like it's always going to be worth it. And that might just be the optimist in me. But I feel like it's always just going to be worth it to, like, get it done. Because if you don't progress, if you don't keep doing things... This is turning into a yap session, I'm sorry. If you don't, like, keep trying things out, you're just going to stay stagnant, right?
That's a big
So,
word.
I'm supposed to be interviewing you. I'm sorry, I'm interviewing myself here. Continue
Fine,
with...
fine.
What? Okay, my question was,
What's the question?
do you think it's wisest to listen to your mind or your soul?
I think both.
Yeah.
But like mostly the soul.
Mm-hmm.
Because like your soul can be like what you really feel,
Mm-hmm.
but your mind can give you like intellectual, like what you really actually have to do.
Yeah. Okay. So I said, do you think it's wisest to listen to your mind or soul? And deep down, we said deep down stuff, right?
Yeah.
And the default setting is heart. And society, you know how society is just a bunch of brains working together, and
It
brains
sucks and it doesn't
kind
suck,
of...
but it also sucks.
Yeah. And like, you know, you said earlier, like, deep down,
Deep down.
I feel this. But rationally, because like sometimes you don't need rationalization because you're going to get out of the situation anyways, because life is like a Chinese finger trap and all that jazz.
Oh, I found an example. Like, I feel like I don't want to do my homework, but I know I have to do my homework, which is where my brain comes in.
Okay, well, maybe
And
that's... You should probably do your homework, though. You know, you can always make time for it.
if I can, if I don't procrastinate, like I usually
Well,
do.
okay, so one of your problems is procrastinating, right?
Yes.
So, put your phone downstairs, run upstairs,
It's not
look
even
on
my
your
phone.
phone.
It's just like the wall. The wall.
You get stuck on the wall?
Yes.
You got an iPad
I
on your
just
wall?
stick to the wall. I'm just like.
I think you
this
just
is a
need to,
very
you know,
nice
I think
wall,
you need to do, you need to get outside your comfort zone and start doing different things. Because you know what I figured out? What helps me focus, I mean, at least it did for like 2 weeks, and then I got bored of it. Like, you gotta figure out stuff for yourself, you know, you gotta fix your problems and stuff. And I guess that's like the rationalization part. But like, it really helps your soul in the end because you're like feeling good about stuff. I figured out that it helps me to sit in my room, and now it's getting darker outside. Like, it's 4 o'clock and it's like pitch black outside, right? It helps me to sit in my room and like put on my like dim lights and like put a candle on and like maybe put some like, I don't know, instrumentals on and sit there and be like locking in my stuff. Like, that helps me like write and stuff. Instead of listening to like songs I really like and like singing along, because I am one of those people who sings to everything.
I do that too.
And that's gonna distract me. Like, I gotta figure out ways to do things.
Like, I gotta listen to them lo-fi beats instead of...
Have you ever been in the groove before?
Oh, yeah, the groove. Yeah,
The groove. You sit there and you're like, I don't know, you're drawing something. All of a sudden you can draw like a Picasso, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
You play bass guitar, right?
Yes, and guitar.
You ever sit there
and
you start
saxophone,
you've had like a moment where you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, but like when you really don't let your mind overcloud your judgment, you're gonna sit there and, I don't know, solo. Like name a time. Name a time.
I have a solo in one of my songs.
Yeah.
And like before, I was like, I can't do this. I don't know when to come in.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wait, it's right after this one part. So I'm like, I lock in and I just play my solo. It's just arpeggios.
Yeah.
It's so solo.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
you know how to do it. Like, deep down. See, the deep down statement. Like,
I mean, I practice
you
it
know
individually.
you can do it. Like, you've got that confidence in you,
Yeah.
like, initially. But you're going to still freak out because your mind's like, you know, it's the smart one considering you're so... I mean, if, like, it's the intellectually smart one, you know. But, like, experience-wise, you're so...
Mhm.
Timmy, you're smart. Don't say that about yourself. He was shaking his head. No. Be positive. Be positive. Like, you know in your soul, deep down. All that jazz. Yeah.
5%. And Eli.
Well, it's not like a thing you
No,
can't
it's just like
improve,
me.
you know.
I didn't do my essay because I was gone.
You think, see, your identity is related to how your ELA grade, right?
I don't
Is
think
your
about it.
identity is related, like,
yeah.
oh, I'm bad at ELA. Well, it's not like you couldn't be better.
Right.
Like, you got this. You just need to, like,
I just gotta lock in.
yeah, your brain is,
I gotta
convincing
break it up
yourself
into
because
small
your
parts.
brain, you know what's about your brain? Your brain solves problems. You know what your brain wants more of? Problems to solve, because that's its job. Because if you don't have any problems to solve, you're out of a job. So most of the problems in your life
That is my job.
are
to
caused
fix
by,
stuff.
like, your brain. And your soul knows how to get out of them. So we really need to listen to our soul better. Let me ask again. Do you think wisdom stems from the mind or the soul?
The soul.
That's great. Hi, this is Lizzie and
Alivia.
So I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions that are topics in my book and answer with your complete thoughts.
Okay, I will try.
You got this. Everything is in your realm of possibilities and all that jazz. What do you think of it in general? Do you picture wisdom coming from the mind or the soul?
The mind, because it's wisdom, you know?
Yeah.
When you
Elaborate.
I'm trying. When you think of wisdom, you think of, like, old age and mind, you know? So basically, literally, it comes from the mind, because the more you learn about stuff, it goes to your brain and not your soul.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah,
That's
that was
how
a
I think.
complete
That's how I
thought.
thought about it too. But
That's
let me change your mind. Okay.
Yeah,
Do you view yourself as an optimist or a pessimist?
I would say I'm fairly optimistic.
Do you think there's any correlation to either of those to being wise? Like, do you think like if you're more negative, you're gonna be more wise, or if you're more positive, you're gonna be more wise?
No, because everyone views the world differently. So it's like, if you're a pessimist and you like, and people say you're not wise, but then you like literally are, because everyone has been through different experiences, and
Yeah.
different experiences make you different kinds of wise.
Yes.
Did that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. So do you think experiences connect to the mind or the soul more?
The mind.
Okay.
Because you have to like understand what your experience is
Yeah.
with your mind and not your soul. Because
Yeah.
I feel like soul is more just like you as a person,
Yeah.
but then the experiences are within your mind.
Yeah. What
Dude,
are
I'm
your
so
fears? You're so philosophical. You're doing fantabulous.
Yes.
That's a new word I just came up with. What are your fears?
Deep oceans, like deep water.
That's freaky.
I hate like water where I can't see the ground. I hate that. Makes me want to cry. I would say like a little bit of spiders. Sometimes that's actually about it. Oh, heights.
Yeah, that's
I
scary too.
hate heights
I agree.
and the deep ocean, like deep water.
Yep.
Deep.
Okay. Did you know that fear is a defense mechanism for your mind thinking that you're gonna like lose your identity or like your sense of self if you find out that like you're okay with the fear? Because it's like part of your identity. Sorry, that's a big question. That's a loaded question.
Yeah, say that again.
Did you know that fear is a defense mechanism for like your brain, so that your brain can keep tabs
Yeah.
on like who you are?
Oh no, I thought it was just like you're scared of something. Like say you're scared of the dark. You're not scared of the dark, but you're scared of like what could be in it.
Yeah,
I thought that's what you were
Kind of, sort of, yeah, kind of, sort of.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
no,
well,
no,
well,
I understand. I understand now.
Yeah.
So basically, ask it.
So, like, you know when you think of, like, a fear, you're gonna sit there and be like, oh, I'm scared because, like, my brain is protecting me from what could be. But, like, what if what could be, like, awesome sauce?
Dude, if it was awesome sauce,
You'd probably be a little more excited. But, like, that's...
yeah. But, like,
You
I
know,
don't
you never
know.
know.
So it's like, I feel like, yeah. What's it called? I watched Moana last night, and, hey! What?
No, it's a connection.
It literally
Continue.
goes. It literally goes. Basically, she, like, went on an adventure. La la la. She...
Wonderful.
She went on an adventure, and, like, she, like, did stuff that she was scared, but she found, like, a great ending. So I feel like your fears do try to, like, block you from, like, being the best you. And I feel like you
Yeah.
should push past that stuff.
Yeah.
Like when you're tubing and stuff like that, like, I'm scared of deep water, but I still go tubing. Because...
No, but, like, yeah, like, to go off of that, like, just, like, your fears kind of block you from, you know, like, it's sort of a pessimistic, like, sort of view. Like, you're gonna sit there and be like, I'm scared of the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, like, imagine you're in a hallway, or a very scary hallway, like in a hotel, and the lights are down. Oh my god, what if at the end of the hallway there's a scary demon grandma lady? But, like...
But you wouldn't know.
But you wouldn't know, because, like, maybe at the end of the hallway there's also, like, a disco party.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel
but
like
you're
you would
obviously
know
gonna,
that.
because you're gonna be like, oh, defense mechanism, like, oh, I'm so scared. But, like, we're so trained to, like, try to protect ourselves from, like, what could be.
Instead
And I
of
think that's kind of silly.
what should be.
Yeah, like, you could always, there's always something good to make out of stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Like, maybe this scary grandma lady, you could learn a thing or two. Maybe she's wise, because she's had a lot of experiences. Anyways.
Okay. I feel like we went on a track.
Quite a tangent we had going on there.
Okay.
Do you think it's wisest to listen to your mind or your soul?
I think it's, like, from, like, the soul. Wait, ask the question again.
Okay, do you think it's wisest to listen to your mind or your soul?
I say your soul because your soul is, like, your true you, and, like, your mind is, like, trying to, like, perfect you into making you, like, something that everyone else wants to see.
Yeah.
But your soul is, like, who you actually are.
Yeah.
And I think, you should listen to your soul, even though you are more wise from your mind.
Yeah.
Even though you are more wise from your mind, you should still listen to your soul. And maybe then, if you listen to your soul, maybe your mind will change to make you, like, who you truly are.
Yeah. So, like, think about, like, your soul. I mean, this is kind of like, you don't actually think about your soul. Think about this.
I do.
But, like, whenever you're thinking about a situation and you have, like, mixed feelings on it, you're always going to be, like, deep down inside, I know. But, like, that deep down feeling is really just, like, your soul. It's, like, you knowing what's best for you. But, like, we never listen to it because our minds are so, like, rationalizing about everything.
Yeah, and it's, like, your mind is, like, controlling your whole body, so it's, like, it can,
Yeah, because your mind is, like,
is the manager.
The manager.
Of is
So
the
it's, like,
CEO of a company.
Yeah, it's like, CEO of the company. It's like, all right, I'm the thinker, and everyone else is a stinker. So it's like sitting there, and it's like, well, I've got the brains of the situation. So I'm gonna take control because it has, like, all that ability, you know.
Yeah.
And, like, we never really let our soul speak.
Wow, so
Wow, inspirational. Because the mind is like, because society is run by brains. You know, like, kind of takes over
Now
our
I'm just
ability,
imagining,
ability to, like, ability to listen to our soul and, like, kind of go with the flow. And going with the flow, you know, it may seem very scary to you because you're like, what if this happens if I go to the flow? But it's like, that's literally your brain speaking, buddy.
Yeah, I feel like everyone should just go with the flow, and, like, unless it's, like, bad to go with the flow, then don't go with
That's
the flow.
what I'm saying. Like, you're sitting there like, oh, that's bad to go with the flow, but that's really just your brain rationalizing it. Like,
Well,
what if it's not? Because your soul really knows, like, in the end, your soul has a little bit of rationalization too, I guess.
It has a little bit of
like
rations.
feelings when it comes down to it. But, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. Do you think memories are based on your mind's experience or your soul's experience?
I feel like soul, because everyone says, like, everyone says that, like, when you're 5, you finally start to remember things and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, from 5 and under, you don't remember much. But I still kind of remember stuff. And it's, like, I feel like that's more from the soul. Especially because your soul is,
do you
like,
remember,
more...
like, feelings?
Sometimes. Not, like, totally. Not, like...
Yeah.
I'm supernatural and I can memorize everything.
No.
I did not have infantile amnesia.
Guys.
It's cool and different like that.
Guys, that's my quirk.
Okay. Wrap it up.
My quirk is remembering.
Wrap it up. Okay.
No, but I just, like, I think it's more from the soul, because when you think about a soul, you think about, like, I think about, like, a child's soul, you know?
Mhm.
I feel like your soul is, like, yeah. I don't know where I was going with that, but
Yeah, no.
I went somewhere. I think
It was a
memory-
feeling. You had a
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
It's good to
Guys.
have feelings. You don't have to rationalize them.
Yeah, sometimes you don't have
That's
to have
that's the
complete thought.
podcast. That's what's going on today. You don't have to rationalize feelings. I'm going to have to little to explain it to you guys. Have you ever been in the group before?
Yes, I have.
Wow.
This one time I randomly just locked in and like started to clean my room out of nowhere.
Yes!
Like in the middle of the night. And then another time I just started to do my homework out of nowhere. It was like I was literally the main character for a
Did
second.
you feel that in your mind or your soul?
My soul!
Yeah.
Yeah!
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm
You didn't feel it in
talking
your mind. You didn't wake up and go, my brain is telling me that I must look well.
I mean, it kind of
It
is my
depends.
brain. No, but it's more
Eh,
of
my
like
brain.
my soul. Like
You're gonna sit
imagine,
there and feel it. Like you're gonna feel it. You're not gonna.
Mhm.
You don't feel
like
it
I
in
feel
your
good
brain.
about like
I mean, you
doing
feel
that
when
stuff.
you feel like you can do anything, like you're full of inspiration.
Mhm.
You feel it in your heart, like you feel like you can
Yeah.
jump, like you've just somebody put like what are those things? A jumper cable on you, and you just started jumping up and down because you're full of electricity, but like in a good way, and not in a I'm being electrically shocked to my death.
You know,
Just
when
like-
people put me
just
in an
like-
electric chair, I always feel like I like
Yeah.
just have the groove to do anything, guys.
Yeah. No, you just like jump up around, and get down.
Oh,
Oh, bars.
Oh, that was bars.
That's actually from a song.
that is for our new rap song.
That actually is a song.
I knew it was.
Okay. Let me ask you again. Do you think wisdom stems from the mind or the soul?
I'm trying to think about what we talked about. Most of the stuff, like most of the answers I gave were about the soul,
Yeah.
but I still kind of think it's like
Can I infiltrate this question?
Yeah.
Maybe you're,
I'm gonna hold your hand while I say
thinking
this.
about intelligence.
oh.
You know? Like you gain from experience, you also
You
gain
just sparked
intelligence, but you
something in my
also
brain.
like gain wisdom.
I can't. No, I think wisdom does come from your soul, a bit.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like since your soul is you, wisdom is also
From what you've experienced.
yeah.
Which is a part of you, which is what makes your life. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
museum of things you've done.
Yeah. That's literally what I was about to say. So
Yeah, so say it. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not saying all that.
Okay, you're good.
That's
You're
too
good.
much.
All right. Thank you for listening.
No, I want to talk about more.
No. That's all I got. So thank you for listening. Thank you, Miss Erica Stuff, for giving me this opportunity. Yay. And thank you for the radio managers and all that radio stuff. Yay, thank you.